Last week a series of meetings have been occurring with banks. The central bank of Iraq is sending out a beacon a submarine ping. This data, information, intel, is coming, and it's now coming fast to all these US banks. They went from denying and saying it's a scam to, they're saying we'll talk to you soon. Iraq increases reserves at IMF by 50%. Quote, Iraqi cabinet approved an increase in Iraq's quota at the International Monetary Fund, IMF, by 831.9 million special drawing rights, SDR, equivalent to 1.45 trillion Iraqi dinars, $1.1 billion, based on the exchange rate as of October 8, 2024. This 50% increase will enhance the country's voting power within the IMF. The IMF created SDRs as an international reserve asset to supplement member countries' official reserves. They serve as a potential source of liquidity for IMF member nations. I recently heard to expect the RV between the 22nd and 26th of October. Marks, based on what I am hearing, that makes sense. HCL is completed and fully funded today. We're up next. BABYSMM, HCL stands for Hydrocarbon Law. It is the law that divvies up the profits from Baghdad's sale of oil, with profits going to the other parts of Iraq. There has always been a back and forth about how much of a profit percentage the other parts of Iraq would receive. Today Kurdistan government announces September salary payments. They used to be a year or 6 months behind, but now in October they announce paying September salaries. To me this means money is moving. This is an HCL requirement that is happening. I think HCL is done and they are hiding the announcement. Government advisor prefers maximizing non-oil revenues by 2024. Iraq is one of the world's largest oil producers, yet the country struggles with shortages in fuel supply. The central bank vice governor said in March 2024 that Iraq is fighting a booming currency black market. He made this statement 3 months after it became illegal to use dollars in transactions in Iraq. Some economists propose a bold strategy to address these twin challenges by introducing currency flotation. That would essentially remove the CBI's peg to the dollar, allowing the dinar's exchange rate to be determined by market forces. It appears the more controls a country has, the more room there is for a parallel market, or a black market. A parallel market refers to the trade of goods or currencies through distribution channels that are not authorized by the original manufacturer or the official regulatory body, and is legal. A black market refers to the illegal trade of goods and services that are either prohibited by law or sold to avoid taxes and regulations. Iraq has serious currency controls, and this automatically facilitates the black market. Iraqi citizens are banned from drinking alcohol. So yes, the alcohol black market is probably huge. Iraq has another black market product, oil smuggling. Iraq Parliament expects to vote on economic reform laws soon. This has to do with the industrial investment law, and to me this is very important and one of the clear signs that we saw in their white papers. They are spelling out everything they have to do to support a higher rate. They are doing the economic reforms to support this higher rate and lift up all Iraqis. U.S. delegation arrives in Baghdad to prepare draft for indirect negotiations with Iran. America is exerting strong pressure through Iraqi mediators to conduct negotiations with Iran regarding the future of the region. It wants to adopt the principle of a single basket in resolving all issues, unlike Tehran, which believes that each issue is separate. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani chaired a meeting on Thursday on efforts to develop the work of the government banking sector, in the presence of representatives of Ernst & Young for auditing and financial consulting. A statement issued by al-Sudani's media office stated that during the meeting, a package of recommendations was presented by the company to proceed with the reform of Rafidain Bank, which included the new legal status of Rafidain Bank, its capital, its work strategy, and the new consultant who will work with the bank to meet the global requirements for modern banking. The statement explained that these recommendations will be submitted to the Ministerial Council for the Economy, which will then submit them to the Council of Ministers for approval. The statement quoted Al-Sudani as saying that the issue of restructuring Iraqi Bank is the first step in the government's banking reforms, which have been given special attention to follow up on all reports related to it, submitted by the relevant authorities, especially the committee concerned with the restructuring process. The Prime Minister stressed the importance of the banking sector reform project, which began with Iraqi Bank, pointing out the work to provide a bank with specifications and standards through which problems can be overcome and confidence can be given to citizens, in addition to enhancing cooperation with local and foreign investors. Kuwaiti Prime Minister Ahmed Abdullah Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah called on Iraq to take tangible measures to address all pending issues between the